Tell me where you're coming in from and tell me one thing you're grateful for.
I'm coming in from Chicago, Illinois. And I'm grateful for having the opportunity to do this to learn more on this. Thank you.
And then that's it right there, right? Life is precious. And Tom here, who is hiding under his little name here, which is so cute, really has his story has shown us how precious life is. And really, I just want all of us to remember that we're grateful for what we do. We're grateful for our businesses, our family, our life, and for life itself. And so, again, Tom, all of us are still praying for you, and thankfully you're recovering, and we're all here to support you and help you however we can. So today, let's talk about My AI Live, right? So it's Tuesday, August 13th. My AI Live, of course, we get together every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. We're learning how to do social media. We're doing it in community and supporting one another. And I'll tell you, how do I know this works? See this guy right down here in the yellow? His name's Mike Navarro. Everybody say, hi, Mike. I have watched this gentleman grow like you wouldn't believe. Like he wouldn't talk to people. He didn't talk to people. Now he talks to people. He didn't do social media. You should go see some of his posts. They're amazing. So I know this works. Tom Chenault built his entire business off of relationships. Seriously, building relationships, and building relationships is the key. And that's one of the main things that we're teaching you how to do with the My AI system. People think that AI is about being inauthentic, and actually it's helping you get your authentic voice and bring clarity to your message. So today, let's talk about our story. So I was listening. Ray was talking yesterday about some stuff and was teaching, and very blessed to be able to get coached by him and stuff. He's an incredible human being and incredible business person. And one of the things that he taught me a long time ago that really gave me my breakthrough in being able to talk to people authentically and without fear was this concept that he taught that some of you have heard me talk about before, which is the Hank Norman method. It's the way I like to call it now, the Hank Norman method. Hank Norman is Mel Robbins' coach. Anybody know Mel Robbins? Anybody heard of Mel Robbins? Okay, so she has a coach because successful people have coaches, right? Coaches have coaches. Successful people are working with other people always, okay? We don't do it by ourselves. We always get help, and we're always learning from people who have an area that's better than ours. So she works with Hank Norman. And in that working with, he taught her something that really served her, because he taught her how to talk to people about what she's going through and just going back to talk to the person that she used to be. So you'll hear her talk about anxiety and all these other things. Well, it's because these are the things that she's gone through. And so his method is you go down, you're going along this road, and something happens somewhere that instead of going on this regular road, you're going to go in a different direction. And whatever that event was is what you learned. So it could be anything from, you started your business, you lost weight, you had a health challenge that you overcame. You had a financial crisis that you had to navigate away from. Like whatever that event was, maybe it's something from your childhood that you decided that you had to start working on so you could gain your self-confidence and self-love and self-worth. All of those things, right? And so his philosophy is we go backwards and talk to that person. We just go backwards and talk to that person. And that's where our story comes out, right? Our story comes out that we talk to that person. One thing that Ray shared with us yesterday in our little small group was that when you talk to that person, don't talk to them from everything you are today. Talk to them as if what you needed to hear back then. Get the difference? So we can get so far away from who we are that we could just be telling our story that, oh, I'm so great and I've done this and blah, 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 blah. And I've come from this and you just need to do this. Or we can go and people do this, leaders do this all the time. Like, well, you know, if you keep thinking that, you're just going to get more of that, which is true. But in the moment of pain, that's not what you want to hear, right? In the moment of pain, you want somebody to talk to you like you remember what that pain was like. So Jenny Howery, who is actually not on here right now, she had a meeting, but she talks about how I remember when I had all this weight growing up and how kids used to make fun of me. And in my early 20s, I didn't feel like anybody wanted me around and I didn't have friends. And I just felt bad about myself all the time. And she talks about it from the pain of back then. She doesn't talk about it from now. So she reaches to the person back then and says, through this journey, I've achieved this, but I want you to know I still remember what that pain was like, and I want to help you. So what I want to do today is let's tell our story on social media. Let's tell part of our story, not the entire thing, not all 20 some odd years of, you know, because you're all very young, right? All my 20-year-olds here. Mike's like loving that one. He's like, yep. Okay. So, but what's part of your story? So Diane lost a lot of weight. She could talk about what it was like to have that weight on her, what it felt like personally, what her confidence was like, what it felt like as a woman with weight. Okay. Mike can do the same thing, but as a man with weight, how it was hard for him to move, how his confidence was, how he didn't feel. So for those of you, like Mary is in a jewelry business, fantastic jewelry business that I love dearly. She can talk about like how putting on jewelry made her feel prettier. That's one thing that I love about the jewelry company, right? Is that they are helping women feel better through jewelry, right? Through the, by the way, this is one of their pieces. Thank you, Mary, for what you do. So the key to this is that we talk about our story. See, one thing that Tom does very, 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 very well is talks about his story, right? He was an alcoholic, what his life was like. He's been sober, I think, 35 years. Is that right, Tom? And he talks about that story. And what does that do? It inspires people to quit drinking. It inspires people to go to AA with him. It inspires people to change their life. So that's actually what we're doing online. We're inspiring people to take a step different than what they are doing right now. So let's use the AI system to help us do that, okay? So let's go over here. And first of all, I want you to see where you can find your replay at in case you want to go backwards and watch this, or you want to share it with one of your team members or something. You can come over here to the official corporate Nowsite group. The official corporate Nowsite group is where you will find your replay. If I refresh this, you should probably see our little video here. Here we are. Yay. Okay. And if you're one of the 4 people watching over there, you could come over here and have more fun with us. So you can come over to nowsite.online, nowsite.online, and join us over here where we're having so much more fun. So now, if you want to know more about me, my name is Elizabeth Larson. Of course, I'm a personal business transformation coach, teacher, trainer, author, speaker, network marketer. And you can find all of these posts here are made with the My AI system. And so if you ever need an idea of what to do, you ever need an idea, you can come over here. You can use any of mine for make it my own, just snapshot it and then put it into the system. And that is great. It will work great. So this is one of my stories that I'll show you that I made with my AI system. So when I talk about my story, this is actually part in this, again, was made by the AI system for me. I put into it exactly what I wanted. And so, and if you want to go back over to my page and look at this, you know, after the meeting, so you get more idea of this, that's perfectly fine. My transformation story. Many years ago back, I found myself in a situation that was far from ideal. I was stuck in a job not only drained my energy, but also left me feeling utterly unsatisfied and unhealthy. It was a tough time, but I knew something had to change if I wanted to create the vibrant, happy life I knew I deserved. So I made a decision. It was time to take control of my own destiny. I began with baby steps, incorporating more physical activity into my daily routine and making healthier lifestyle choices. The journey wasn't just about shedding a few pounds. It was transforming my entire outlook on life and igniting a passion and zest for living. I knew I could not keep going the way I was. I want to share this because change is absolutely possible, and it often starts with the smallest steps. If you ever feel like I did, know that you have the power to turn things around. If you need help, let me know. Let's empower ourselves to live our best lives. What's one goal you're currently working towards? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to share some tips that help me get to where I am today. Okay. So that's one right there. Okay. Now, another way to do this would be, let me get over here to my, oh, why that wasn't open. There we go. All right. So if we come over here, another way to do this, if I have an image of myself, like a before and after, like if you go over to Mike's, in fact, I am going to go over to Mike's. I'm going to show another way of doing this as well. Mike, I'm going to use yours. Thumbs up, okay? Good. Okay. Is Jenny here yet? All right. Okay. So here's Mike. This is Mike's transformation. Average weight loss on his plan is 12 pounds. Clients are in weight loss on average for 12 weeks. I have no idea what that is and why that's there. We'll talk about that later. Hi, everyone. I wanted to share my personal journey, hoping it might inspire those facing similar challenges. For years, I struggled to achieve my lifestyle goals, especially weight loss and overall health. Countless diets and routine workouts ended in frustration. However, I've not only lost significant weight, but I've also kept it off for over a year. This milestone marks the start of a sustainable, healthy lifestyle I'm committed to maintaining. Firstly, it takes time. Second, desire. And then there's this whole thing of what he did, right? Now, here's the thing. This is what people are actually going to see. The first thing that's going to get them to stop the scroll, right? It's the before and after picture. It's the before and after picture. It's pictures like this where it's like, this is what I'm doing and this is what I look like now, right? This is what I'm doing all my life. Now, if you do this enough, talking about your journey and talking about and going backwards, talking to the person that you used to be, you're going to end up finding the people who want to get what you've done, who want that same help, who want that same thing. So if you are talking about money, you could talk about how broke you were. You could talk about how broke I was, and I made the decision that jobs weren't going to do this. So I made a decision to start something different. Now, don't tell people they're going to make $1 million, please. First of all, you're not going to sound believable. And second of all, it's not compliant. But taking control of your finances and taking control of your time by deciding to start a business and the things that you are working towards is compliant. Okay. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning,
You can use me. I just had to be off camera.
Ah, you are here. Yay. Okay. I'm going to co-host you. Thank you for helping out, honey. Okay. So let's make a post. All right. First of all, does that make sense to everybody to make your before and after post, to talk about your story, to go backwards? Does anybody have any questions on that? Are you good? Everybody good on that? Okay. So let's make a post. And then let's make a post today, okay, on how we are going to tell our story. Pamela, do you have a question, honey?
Yes. So, I'm in a different, I have not before and after story. So how would I do that?
Well, actually, I think you do. So you're in Legal Shield, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Legal Shield, Connect MD, those which are more service-based or membership-based things. What you will talk about there is the person, like for Legal Shield, you're going to have, for that one, you would do like customer testimonials. If you don't have your own testimonial about what your business is or product has done for you, you have to rely on other people's testimonials.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example. Let's make a post and then I'll give you an example real quick. So just make sure that I get everybody working on their post. So hold that thought and then I'm going to show you how to do that, Pamela, okay? So I'm going to use caption and suggested image right now, just for the sake of not using a photo so I could do this quicker. First step, number one, set intention of what it is you want the outcome to be. Do you want to talk about your product or your business? What do you want to have a conversation about? So if you're like Mike, you probably want to have a conversation about weight loss. If you're like Jenny or Diane, you probably want to have a conversation about weight loss. For Pamela, you want to have a conversation about the importance of Legal Shield, right? Okay, so let me do the regular health and wellness ones, and then we'll talk about the Legal Shield one because it's a little different on how you do that. Okay, so right, and I'm going to be as generic as possible to show you, if you don't use a lot of words like I do, how the AI is going to help you. Okay, so write me a post about my weight loss journey. Include a story about how I used to feel unworthy of things because of my weight. Also, how I felt, how I had low self-esteem and did not like the way I looked in the mirror. Now, here's a new one that we haven't used before. Make this very emotional. We haven't used that prompt before, right? We can tell the AI to make this more, more even keel, more emotional, more powerful, more compelling. I could say make this very emotional and compelling. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'm going to use it regular first, and then I'll put over into the AI to regenerate it with that so you guys can see the difference. Okay. So I'm having this make it. Now, all I've given it is directions. I didn't tell any of the story myself, but the AI knows my story, right? So looking back, I used to feel unworthy because of my weight. Self-esteem was at rock bottom, and I cringed every time I saw myself in the mirror. But I chose to take control. Today, I've transformed my life and my mindset. Remember, you're capable of amazing things. Okay, that's good, right? So first of all, if you ever like a post the way it is, here's a sneaky way to like keep it in a safe spot as you modify it. Here we go. I'm just going to set that over here on a Facebook page and come over here. Okay, perfect. Now, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say, make this longer. Make this more emotional and compelling. I twisted my words, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Make this more emotional and compelling. So everybody saw the way it was at first, right? I'm going to take that off, the make it longer part, and I'm just going to make it more emotional and compelling. Okay. Because I want a little bit more of my story in this. Now I'm going to hit regenerate. Now, remember, when we first get a post, we don't have to use it immediately just the way it is. We can massage it into what we really want, right? We can like the clay on the potter's wheel. Okay, let's look again. Stepping back in time, there was a period when I felt utterly unworthy because of my weight. My self-esteem was at rock bottom, and every glance in the mirror made me want to look away in shame. But one day I made a pivotal choice. I decided to take control. Today, not only have I transformed my body, but my entire mindset has shifted. This journey has taught me that we are capable of extraordinary things, no matter where we start. Believe in yourself. You are incredible. Now, here's the thing. I love this post just the way it is, okay? You have a couple of choices here. Again, you can use it the way it is. You can ask the AI to make it longer. Personally, I would leave it just like this. Now, here's the thing. Most posts, I always say, if you want help, let me know. But there are, like my business partner doesn't do that. My business partner always does, every like third or fourth post. So it's completely up to you if you want to say at the end, if you want help, let me know. I do. He doesn't. Okay. I love this post. So what do I do? First of all, now let's look at it on the Instagram side too, okay? So on the Instagram side, what does it have to say? Throwback to a time when I felt completely unworthy because of my weight. My self-esteem, rock bottom. Every glance in the mirror made me want to hide in shame, but then I made a pivotal choice. I decided to take control. Not only has my body transformed, but my entire mindset has shifted. This journey has taught me that we are capable of extraordinary things no matter where we start. Believe in yourself. You are incredible. Okay. And then, of course, LinkedIn. So what do we do first? And I'm going to post on LinkedIn today because I don't do that enough. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't want this image. So I could use that image. I could use an AI image. I'm going to use my own image, right? All right. You are not alone. Okay. There we go. And then he transforms you. All right. Now we got this update from computer. Now I got to go find my picture. Where are you? Blake and find it. Didn't think it was going to be that much of a pain. It's amazing how many photos I have now because of all posts I've done. Let's go look at me. Me. Oh, that's bizarre. Oh, there we go. All right. So this one's my favorite. Different ways of seeing how actually big I was, which it just blows me away because I never saw myself quite that big when I was there. But now that I see the difference, it just blows me away. Anyways, next. And there we go. Now, and then I throw up the post. So that's how we do that, right? Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. And did I mess that up? Nope. Got it. Okay. So there we go. So that's how we make the post, right? So this is what I want you to think about, okay? What is your story now? What is your story? What can you go backwards and talk about from your own experience? Okay. Maybe it's your business and making the pivotal decision that you weren't just going to rely on your job, that you were going to create multiple streams of income, especially with the way, society is today and jobs and everything else. You need multiple streams of income, right? So maybe it's that. Maybe you lost weight. Maybe you overcame a health challenge. Maybe you found a community where you felt alone before, and now you have this community of people that you're doing things with. All of those different things, whatever that story is that you're going backwards to talk to, right? All right, I'm gonna put 5 minutes on the timer, but we're gonna answer questions during this time. I want you to go make your post. If you know what post you want to make, telling your story, go and make your post right now. And then I want to showcase some of those posts and see some of those posts when you're done. Now we're going to talk about Pamela's situation. Okay. So Pamela's our Dutch diva, and she is in a company called Legal Shield. So if you're in Legal Shield or Connect MD or a service provided network marketing company, you don't really use a lawyer, the same way that you do a health product, right? But it's still a pivotal thing when you need that lawyer, right? And so situations come up sometimes where people are going to need that. So if Pamela does not have a testimonial over herself of how the service has changed her life, how it's helped her, how it's helped her negotiate, how it's helped her looked over her contracts for her lease and being able to get a landlord to do something. One of the things to do when you don't have your own story is to go ask the company what stories they have, ask your upline, your crossline, what stories do people use to talk about the benefits of the service. And so I'll give you the example of a pool man. There was a guy who was a pool contractor, right? Now, a pool contractor, you wouldn't think that they'd be able to talk about a story, right? Would everybody agree? A pool contractor, really, how are they going to have a story, right? Here's the story he used to become very successful on social media and blow up his business. He gave tips all the time of what to look for in a pool contractor, how to take care of pools, what the best use of a pool is, why you want a pool, and things like that. Everything he talked about was about pools. Okay. He also wrote an ebook about how to find the best contractor for you. Now, here's the thing. You would think, well, isn't that taking away business from him? No, because social media is international, right? It's international. And especially in the US, he's going to get things all over, not just his local area. But this is how it benefited him. He had so many people friend him, follow him because of his expert advice on pools and maintaining pools and what you do with pools and having fun in pools and barbecues at pools and all this pool information. He became an expert. People would ask him for his ebook and he would send it out. He ended up having so much overflow of business for himself. He actually contracted other pool contractors in the area to take on business as well. So he provided business out because of giving advice about pool stuff. So what Pamela could do is talk about the testimonials of her business, of how people have been helped, and then give tips and reasons why you need this service or what it is that the service does for you. Hey, tip of the day, when signing contracts, always make sure your lawyer looks at this because this and this can be in there and this can happen and you want to make sure of that. Different things like that as well. Okay. So if you're in a medical one, how are you going to do that? Saving on prescription drugs, right? How do you save on prescription drugs? Do you know the cost of the drugs? And you're going to be talking more about health stuff and like that. Other option is for Pamela, talk about the business opportunity, what the business has done for me, why it's important to have multiple streams of income, why it's important to have something that you take control of your life with instead of just being dependent on jobs where other people are making decisions for you. Those are some other ideas as well. Was that helpful, Pamela? Okay. Thanks for the question, my beautiful Dutch diva. I appreciate you so much. All right. So let's make sure we got any posts to share yet. Put your post in the chat. And if you have any questions, feel free to raise your digital hand. I would love to see some posts today. Do this. All right. So if you did a post about what we're doing today, you did a post about what we taught today, I want to see your posts. So Diana, Mike, any of you guys ready to share yet? Mary? Who's ready? Okay, Diane. All right. All right. And I really want to try to stick with sharing the post of what was taught, so we kind of give you some ideas of how other people have taken that.
I just posted.
AI. You just posted it? Perfect. Okay. Let me get that up for you. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Witness the power of perseverance. I want to share something deeply personal and transformative with you all. There was a time not long ago when my mobility was severely limited. Walking even short distances required the support of sticks, and every step was accompanied by excruciating pain. The before photos from those days are a testament to the struggle and despair that filled my life. However, I'm overjoyed to share the incredible milestone in my journey. Just a few days ago, I embarked on a walk through the forest, covering an impressive distance of 6 kilometers without any support whatsoever. Wow, girl, congratulations. This achievement is not just about distance, but symbolizes the immense strides I've made in reclaiming my life and health. This transformation did not happen overnight. Before I go any further, she could have, can everybody see me highlight this area? Do you see it when I highlight this? Diane, do you see me highlighting part of what you're seeing? Okay.
Yeah.
She could have taken all of that out and left it right there, and that would have been an incredible post.
I can take it off.
Oh, no, I'm not saying to do that. I'm just saying that's how powerful that first part is, right? However, I'm overjoyed to share with an incredible milestone in my journey. Just a few days ago, I embarked on a walk through the forest, covering an impressive distance of 6 kilometers without any support whatsoever. She could have taken that next line, put it down as a single line. This achievement is not just about distance, but symbolized the immense strides I made in reclaiming my life and health. And she could have ended with it, I'm so happy, and left it right there. That would have been a curiosity post. That would have been like, people would have been like, well, how did you do that? Tell me more. How did you lose the weight? Tell me more. Okay. So she technically could have ended it right there as well. This transformation did not happen overnight. It required relentless effort, unwavering determination, and belief in myself. Over the past years, I managed to shed 65 pounds and build a foundation of strength that has changed my life forever. While the journey was tough, every moment of struggle was worth it. My experience has taught me the true meaning of perseverance and the incredible potential we all hold within ourselves. If my story resonates with you, remember this: believe in your journey. Believe, because if I can overcome these challenges, so can you. We're here to offer support and encouragement if you're ready to start your own transformation journey. Thank you for allowing me to share my story. Your support means the world to me. Stay strong and keep pushing forward. I've now started walking 10,000 steps a day. Feels so good. Let me know if you want any help or even accountability. Boom. Mic drop. Mic drop. It's perfect. I love that. Now, one thing to remember, will the very first post you put out like that get you 100 people into your business? Will it get you one? Here's where consistency comes in. You consistently talk about what you're doing. You consistently talk about your story. You consistently do it. Then people get to know you as this is what you do. And then when they're ready, they'll be like, and you make that post, that one that you think, oh, that was the magic post. It wasn't the magic post. They saw 200 of your other posts and never made a comment. So just remember that as you keep posting. Great job, Diane. Great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Proud of you. And it's such a good feeling, right? Because I mean, you've done this, you feel amazing, and it's really a testament to your life, right?
And it's making the time to do it.
And that's the thing, right? And that would be a fantastic post for you, maybe even later today or tomorrow, talking about overcoming the challenges to do this, even though there's work and there's grandkids and there's business and all this other stuff. How do you do that? Talk about your journey of making the time of that and give inspiration to others. That's another way that people will want to see your posts and possibly join your product or business.
Wednesday wisdom.
Yeah. All right. Any other questions? Anybody else want to share real quick? Post for that we did today. No? Everybody good? Okay. All right. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AA Live. J. Michael, it's so great to see you. Tell your beautiful wife I said hi. I have missed you guys so much. Tomorrow, and if you want a specific type of demo, like you have a business and you're like, I need some help with the type of demo, let me know. We can have some fun together. We do this periodically where we'll choose one person and we'll just do a demo together on your business of what it would be for you. And it kind of shows everybody how to do that as well. So anyways, love you all. Have a great day. Tom, hope you're feeling better. Tell Denise hi, and love you both, and take care, everybody. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye, bye, everyone.
Bye. Feel free to unmute.
Bye.
Everyone.
Great class. Amazing job, Diane. Fabulous.
Thank you.
Record.